Eroding Futures, South Africa's Shoreline Homes at Risk as Dunes Wash Away by Satori News. South Africa's coastal homeowners are increasingly uneasy, facing an uncertain future as sand dunes, the natural barriers protecting their homes and the nation's infrastructure, succumb to the rigors of climate change. These vital dunes, once cloaked in resilient indigenous flora, are falling casualty to the powerful forces of raging winter storms and surging tides, leaving valuable properties and essential roadways, such as sections of the N2 highway, exposed to the wrath of the ocean. Cobus Mering of the Garden Route Environmental Forum articulates this looming dread, noting the uptick in both the violence and recurrence of these natural events. Not only are these incidents becoming commonplace, but their growing ferocity also poses an immediate hazard to the hard infrastructure perched along the scenic yet now vulnerable edges of lagoons, estuaries, and river mouths. The issue at hand is twofold: the accelerating ecological threats of rising sea levels and storm surges, and the legislated limitations placed on property owners. Current environmental law restricts landowners from reinforcing or restoring their frontage's dune systems without official sanction. Obtaining such permission is no trifling matter. It is a process mired in bureaucracy, and even when granted, requires substantial financial means to undertake effective defensive action against the force of the sea. Municipalities are not spared from this fiscal strain. As climate-resilient infrastructure becomes a necessity, many find their coffers inadequate to support the rebuilding efforts in the aftermath of flood, landslide, or coastal erosion disasters. The financial sector, particularly insurers, are acutely aware of the heightened risks, leading to a likelihood of modified policies that could serve to counterbalance the increasing vulnerability of properties lying in high-risk coastal zones. Disaster management teams remain vigilant, issuing advisories to coastal communities as they track the potential convergence of wind, high tides, and heavy rain, all of which conspire to bring forth destruction. As the Garden Route Environmental Forum continues its role as a central environmental and conservation voice in the Southern Cape, it calls for heightened awareness and proactive strategy formulation in the face of these emergent challenges. Thank you for choosing Satori News.